24. Coming up, we'll see Kenny Pickett. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Packers, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The numbers for Jones last week, 20 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27. They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league and sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Open man. That's the tight end fire move. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running right, Jones. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailing?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of the back. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead, pushing through the contact. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Pickett.
It's complete to Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pickett now from the gun here. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now the Packers get set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Love now. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Love.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw.
Caught on the right side by Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And he's going to get it down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
2nd down and 6 now.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Love. And it's caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Throwing. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Harris on the draw. Dances by at the 20. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. From the gun, here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Olszewski now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. After the pick-6, here's Pickett to try again. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. That is caught, and he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Pickett. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to?
And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far, because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
The Packers offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Love, they go play action now. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. the shotgun. It's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Pickett now from near his own goal line. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Here comes Reed. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Play fake. Here's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Packers.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw now, here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So with a 4th
4th and goal looming. We hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot.
This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They hand this off to Harris. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
They'll find Najee Harris.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here's Love. Out to the left here to Reed.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action this time with Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up landing over 20 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. A short one there to Freiermuth. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Dillon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 9. 1:38 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now Pickett. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.